Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hoping a fantastic day. Quick look here, of course, at Avalanche, seeing what's going on. We're going to double check a few key factors and kind of just dive into some backend data as well. We want to recognize specifically where the levels of liquidation are at. When we talked previously, there was a lot at that lower mark there at, what was it, 38 if I recall correctly. So we'll discuss that. Also note too as well, congrats to our community members. Thanks for the awesome feedback. Glad the ETH trades have been working out very well for us, both recent and previous longs. Same thing with here with Matic and Cardano. So really cool stuff here. Nice little profits there. Congrats to our community members. And what we want to see here is AVAX going to be one we want to trade? Well, I have this trading pair in my trading bot on my day trading group, but we haven't triggered any trades based on just the way that things have been moving, right? Because different strategies for different trading pairs here. But what I want to get at here is the liquidation levels first, and we'll dive a little deeper into some of that theory there. So when we look at $38, we can see that's pretty much it right there. As I mentioned, that's a heavy concentration liquidation. We talked about that yesterday. And essentially at this point here, 41.50 is the next heavy concentration liquidation to the upside. So that very well could be the first thing swept before we see the price pull back. Especially if Bitcoin can maintain 50,000, then we're going to see a lot of altcoins continue to surge. So just be mindful of that. These are not levels you want to take trades on specifically, but once you see those levels swept, it's often for the price or common for the price to reverse itself. Like for example, you see here back here, this liquidation level is swept and the price pulls back, inevitably pulls down. Okay. It's not always a guarantee, but it's a larger probability that being the case. Okay, so if you're going to consider shorting, don't short now. Short right here after the price is swept and it pulls back. Okay, again, hypothetical, of course, never a guarantee, but for the most part, fairly consistent. Okay, so daily time frame, we're above all moving averages. Our traditional RSI, money flow index, stochastic, all looking fantastic. Okay, so we do not want to bet against this coin based on what we see here so far. There's a lot of positive contributing factors. We can also see here as well, MACD is converging nicely. Okay, so these are all really, really good signs here. Truth is, AVAX is looking very strong. Okay, again, daily time frame, different story altogether, but generally speaking, that's kind of what we see there so far. If we look at the 4-hour time frame, we are above all moving averages. MACD is trying to converge, hasn't quite yet, but stochastic is swinging upwards as well as money flow index coming up. So this does tell us this coin has a lot of strength, and I think even if Bitcoin doesn't break 50,000, we should see AVAX continue. So what we really just need here is for Bitcoin to kind of stabilize here where it's at, and we should be able to see a lot of altcoins continue to surge. Okay, so we're in this position right now where a lot of times patience is key. Okay, so I know it's tough and not easy, but at this point, careful FOMOing in. But again, you're more likely to find better results to the upside than the downside. Just ensure you have a stop loss in place. As soon as you take a trade, put a stop loss there. Okay, and you use that according to your risk tolerance too. Everyone has different strategies, but my strategies are in our signals guide here. So if you're curious how that works, it's all available here for you if you want to learn more. Make sure you read through this too. If you're part of our community, we got a lot of new members here, so just like to make sure that you're aware of that. Last but not least here on the 4-hour time frame is what TD sequential. We can say we came up to a 4 here recently, down to a 6, now to a 2. That really means nothing. Honestly, it doesn't tell us too much. But the truth is we got a lot of room for growth here, and we could very well see the price continue to run. We break 41.25, I think 41.50, and then some will be the next levels here. We're above all moving averages here in the hourly. There's not a lot of overextension. I mean, I guess you could say we're about a 5 or 6 here, which we are. We've probably got a good 4 or 5 hours left to run here to the upside for this coin. If we also take a look at Ichimoku Cloud, you can see we've been above the cloud for roughly 2 hours. Lagging span is free and clear. Conversion lines now crossing over the baseline. These are all very positive contributing factors. So there's a strong chance that AVAX will continue higher to break this current resistance level. At this point, it's looking very strong. What would be appropriate, though, if all goes well, is to kind of wait and see how the price responds to this level here. Okay, so ideally, in a perfect world, you can get in somewhere around the $39, $80, $40 mark as a better entry. If the price consolidates, kind of goes sideways and down a little. That's more so a better case scenario. Because once more, we've broken above the cloud. We truly never broke below it, so we've still remained bullish this whole time. But the general concept here is once you break above the cloud, you want to wait a few hours to take a trade. It's a little premature here at this point, but again, the price is going to continue to run too. So it's really up to you on how you want to do it. I would just be careful again if you take a long, tight stop loss. Same thing with a short too, honestly. It's not the market right now to get greedy on trades. I know you're probably seeing Tom, Dick, and Harry online posting about their 1,000x return on their 500x leverage trade. You probably want to avoid those things, honestly. It's completely gambling when you're using that much leverage. We use 5 to 10x leverage at any given time, and it's typically fairly safe and fairly consistent. Okay, So again, just some friendly advice, low leverage, low position sizing. I get a lot of wrecked members that come over, or people that have destroyed their portfolio with poor risk management. And I think it's important just kind of to relax, take it easy, watch my videos. If you're not sure exactly what's going to happen next, learn as much as you can, and make sure you join our community too. We got some awesome traders over here. Heck of a lot of fun here. We have a lot of good times, but more importantly, we're all talking about the same stuff here, trying to figure out what's going to happen next. So appreciate the support and all of the awesome community members. You're all very great. You know who you are. Thank you so much for your help, and I'm happy to be working with you. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, though, either way you look at it, and be safe. Oh, very last thing, sorry, I get this question a lot. Yes, you get some awesome rewards if you use my link to register for Bitunix. Phenomenal exchange, no KYC or VPN required, and we highly recommend them. They're our favorite in our community here, so be sure to check them out in your own time. Thanks again. Hope you all have a great rest of the day. We'll see you all in the next video. I'll see you then. Take care. Thank you.